Plex then found something after him. He turned around and saw a mouse paddling over the pool of tears. Oh my, did he fall into my tears too? He thought to himself. Plex tried to touch it, but something else happened. The mouse jumped out of the water, and then back in the water. Then it said something. I'm afraid of cats and dogs. Plex think that the mouse might be mad about something. I'm sorry, but I just want to touch you, he said to the mouse. We do not talk about cats or dogs. The mouse screamed at him. I hate cats and dogs. I just want to touch you. I said that, Plex cried. All right, follow me, the mouse replied back. A little bit of creepy made-up toys came back into the pool of tears. Then the mouse followed them, and Plex and they swam all the way to the shore. Then, when they got out, they were all soaking wet. How shall we ever get dry? Plex asked the dodo. The dodo had button eyes and a creepy doll face. However, it said, I said that we should do a caucus race. What's a caucus race? Is it like a dancey dance? Asked Plex. It's a race where you dry off and stuff. First, you draw a circle. Then you run around. Next, run for about 60 seconds or so. And finally, you're finally dried off. And whoever dries off all the time wins, the parrot said. Plex agreed on what the parrot said. Oh, get dry so we can all win the race, he stated. No, wait till the mouse tells us the directions, the mama duck said. A few seconds later, the mouse told everyone to sit down. Then it said something. It's time to do a caucus race, y'all. First, y'all draw circles. Then you run around for about 60 seconds or so. Then you dry yourself off. Sounds clear? All the animals agreed. Then the dodo stated, I am gonna draw a circle. It grabbed a stick and drew the circle on the sand. Then everyone standing on the circle. 1, 2, 3, go! The dodo then shouted. Everyone started racing around, and Plex ran around too. Although he didn't even know he wasn't even in this place. About 60 seconds later, they were all dried off. Hey, I'm all dry like this, Plex said to himself. Now I can be an original robot whenever I want to. But who won? The mouse said. We all won. So that yellow robot, please pass out candy for all of us. Plex took its advice. It took some candy out of his compartment door. Then they all sat down again. The mouse looked at its tail. It looked confused. Then it looked back at the animals, including Plex. Alright, look everyone. I know you are confused about my tail, but the mouse looked at Plex. Who is he? It asked. Oh, Oh, don't talk to them. You know who I am. Plex said to the mouse. Who are you then? The mouse asked back. Plex inhaled and said, My name is Plex. Plex. Plex the robot. Oh, I see, the mouse said. The dodo looked at it and said, Aren't going to tell a story about your tail? The mouse looked at the dodo, then said, Fine. The animals all listened to the mouse's story. I have no cats or dogs. I hate cats and dogs. So please don't give me a cat, or else I will kiss you to death. Plex looked confused. He asked the mouse, Why do you hate cats and dogs for? Because they are allergic, the mouse answered. Oh, I see, Plex said. The animals looked like they hated the candy. Well, I guess we can do another race next time, the dodo said. Plex looked back at the dodo. Why? You don't like the candy? He says back. The mouse said. We just don't like it. I'm leaving, the mama duck said. Come on, my dears, we're going home. Me too, the parrot said. See you on the next race, the mouse said. And now, Plex soon realized that he was all alone. Oh dear, he said to himself. I cannot believe that they treated me like that. I mean, I didn't do anything wrong, and now they didn't like the candy? I'm tired of being so lonely. Then Plex started to cry again, while he was worrying about the animals and the mouse leaving him. Then Plex looked up, and he was still in tears. Everything disappeared. The table, the tiny door, and the tears he wept when he was 10 feet high all vanished away. What's happening here? He said to himself. They're changing into the grass in the sky. Plex wiped the tears out of his eyes and heard pattering in the distance. He looked around and saw nothing but not the mouse coming back to him. In fact, it was one foot of one rabbit.